E3 is over officially today. My head hurts. Why? Oh, what is this? Hey, what's? I don't know if I'm gonna make this video too long because I had a headache for like majority of the day. E3 is over and I have no footage because everything I wanted to play, I could not record. But I played some things, and out of everything I played, the only thing that I really want to talk about, because it was a little bit what I expected, but also completely different, the new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game. Now, I want you to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt to a degree, because this is an early build of the game, the first ever playable build for us to you know what I'm saying, touch. And from my experience of playing early builds to the final build, there's a lot of things that does get changed. But I'm making this video as more so of a what do you like an awareness thing, like my feedback to what I played, so that maybe the developers, I know a few of them actually watch me, which is really cool. And shout out to the one guy at CC2 that sent me that really dope message in my email that really made my day. If you're watching, then you know I love you. Well, that's weird. Anyways, but I want to get my thoughts out there just for some constructive criticism, and you guys can get your thoughts of what it felt like. So, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the one thing that I would say I had an issue with is the movement. Now, when I say movement, I do clarify in the video, but I just want to clarify now just so we're on the same page. The movement in the free roaming aspect, not in the combat phases. It actually caught me by surprise how the movement works. The movement on the ground is something I'll touch on in a second, but the movement when you're flying is what really took me off guard, because we didn't get to see it with the control layout on the screen. But to but to go up and down, it's not the right analog stick that controls the camera. No, you have to use RB and LB. I know for sure RB is what you use to go upwards. I forgot what it was to go down, like to you know what I'm saying, but it wasn't the analog. And because of that, with all the collectibles on collectibles on the screen, it felt extremely clunky. You should definitely have an option at the very least to go up and down from the analog alone. Now, there was one thing that threw me off a little bit, but it makes sense. When you're on the Nimbus, you can't really boost, but you know, Goku definitely goes a lot faster than Nimbus later on in Z, so it makes a lot more sense. It's kind of like an aesthetic thing if you want to ride the Nimbus, so I'm not really too mad about that. But the movement just felt really clunky all together. I feel like it was just the flying, because the flying is such a big, that is the overall movement. Even in certain cutscenes when you fought Raditz and stuff, when the fight starts, like Goku's already in the air, even though he's on the ground, like he's like this close to the ground, he's already flying. He got the one leg up in the air and shit, just ready to go. The side quests, from what I did play, there was like 3 of them, right? It wasn't that bad. Fetch quests as I thought it was gonna be. That's really it. The fishing is pretty useless. It was some low depth fishing. Like there wasn't really anything there. You really just wag your tail until a fish comes. You just wag it over and over and over, and the fish comes. You press a little button at a certain amount of time. The fishing just seemed like, I don't know why it's there. It's just a useless mechanic to me, but I guess it's cool for that little Dragon Ball Easter egg moment where Goku used to fish with his tail back way when. Now the fighting, even though it has nothing to do with Storm at all, I felt the Storm vibes. All the combos are from the B button for the most part, like the overall like melee combos and shit. It wasn't that bad. With these type of games, especially because CC2 is the one that is developing it, like I expect to have a really good like story mode for the most part, like when it comes to the cutscenes. The one thing about this that I do have to say too, because I realized this very soon after with playing it, the Dragon Ball story has been done so many times. The hype that I feel or felt with playing like the shit itself went down. It's not even that too, like anime games as of late have been extremely disappointing. So I don't really have that many expectations, if I'm going to be honest, for this game. Like I do, but in terms of like seeing something new and playing something new, yeah, it's I don't know. I really just hope the movement gets touched up a bit, because I feel like it really needs it. It's just not it. I'm not liking it. No, I'm not. Besides that, it's a solid experience. I just am not as hype as I was initially after playing it. Like I got brought back to reality, and that shit did not feel good. I feel like it's definitely a combination with Jump Force, World Seeker, with the recent One Piece game, and a few other anime games as of late that kind of, I don't know, like I even took down my reaction video for this game for 2 reasons, but the main reason is just kind of because it doesn't feel the same to me. I don't want to be, I don't want the same thing that it was for Jump Force, to where my first reaction, I'm screaming because I was so excited, and I genuinely was excited as I was initially for this too. But then when I play it, it's like that drastic left of a different experience entirely. Like, I gotta be on my toes with these anime games. I feel like I have the foresight to do that with every anime game, but maybe Naruto, because I am deprived of Naruto. I am so deprived. You don't understand. Like, I need some shit, please. I'm leaving. I love you. Bye.